finished the story!
And it's time for the main event, as we're now calling it. The fellas are back for the weekly show, guys. How are we all doing?
I'm doing better, mate. It's been a rough 7 days, but I'm feeling a lot better this week than I did last week. But yeah, how are you, mate?
Got the start of a cold, and I feel like shit, but hey, we roll. But got an exciting weekend coming up, so I need to make sure I stay able to walk at least, use my eyes for Saturday. Hopefully.
Yeah. Gonna be good Saturday. Looking forward to Saturday.
And Matt, how are you?
I'm fine, mate. You stop smiling at me because it's making me smile, you dickhead. I'm fine, mate. Oh, good. I did last. How long did I do? It got to like 2:30. Was it 2:30? And then we went. I turned around to John last night on the live on TikTok. We're live on Raw and SmackDown on TikTok on Raw and SmackDown. Come follow us. And it got to 2:30, and I went, we've still got an hour and a half of this fucking show. And I could see John was struggling a little bit because there was no interaction in the chat. It was just me, so I thought I might as well just fucking come on and just be here because I'm wide awake. So I joined him on the live for the last hour and a half. And we had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun.
It's a good job these lives on TikTok don't go on.
Imagine it stayed.
She was, because that would have been removed last night.
What do you mean? What do you mean, guy?
It was a good laugh. Yeah, it didn't keep me walking. Raw was a slog last night until the main event. Well, it opened up really well, and then it died.
Yeah.
And then it picked up. But yeah, it was good. And obviously we've got the live on Friday on TikTok for SmackDown. We're not too sure who's hosting it yet.
Yeah, could be Ted. He's finding out at work if he can move a couple of hours or do whatever. It could be me, but it'll only be till 2:30. I've got to get off and take my sister and brother-in-law. I'm the taxi driver for the family. To take them to the airport. I get things that I get Pepsi or petrol money or McDonald's out of it, so I'm not bothered. So yeah. Either way, there will be a live. It just won't be the full show. It'll finish half an hour before it ends. But I'll do a quick live on the Saturday afternoon on it.
Yeah, if you jump in on it, it's Martin. You know you're finishing at 2:30. If it's Ted, you finish.
You got 3. Yeah, before he's even started.
You leave me alone.
Hi guys.
I can't say if you did 2 Raws back to back. But no, cool. Right, well, as you can see from my background and now Ted's background, there's a conversational piece we'll come to later on.
Yeah.
Something happened in Raw last night.
Jimmy Uso. Oh, yeah, sorry, Jay, yeah.
But what have you got for us today, Matt? Go on, let's get Matt's news round out of the way.
Well, it's not really news on it. It's just we're just going to talk about just shit that's happened over the past week. We'll stay off the topic of Mr. Jey Uso for now. On Wednesday, tomorrow, because when this goes out, it'll be tomorrow anyway, so it goes out at the right time now. The Vince McMahon documentary drops on Netflix. Now, we're not going into it because we're going to do a whole video on its own about that next week when we've watched it and we've had our thoughts. However, he has tried to buy the actual film of it, so it doesn't drop. To buy it, they've said no, it's still going to drop. But yeah, Vince is hiding something. Well, we know that anyway.
Nah, no way.
We know that anyway.
I wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah. I mean, apparently he got told it was to do with his character, the Vince McMahon character, and everything to do with Vince McMahon, the character, Mr. McMahon. But they've gone into his personal life, which is what people want to know, as well as the character. We've had documentaries on Vince, and we know all about Vince and what he's done in the past for WWE and what he's done for wrestling. But in terms of his personal life, we know about the steroid stuff and the shit storylines.
The whole thing's always confused me.
I don't know. I don't understand how Linda's just sat there for years on end, had him with these with Tori Wilson and Sable and whatever it is, and had him kiss him and Trish and stuff, and she's fine with it. When I'd be like, fuck off. No, I know, but I mean, it's his wife. Do you know what I mean? It comes to a point where you think, come on now. But yeah, the documentary drops tomorrow. We'll be doing a video on it itself. Weirdly, I mean, I don't think it's weird, but WWE wish Stephanie McMahon happy birthday the day before Vince McMahon Netflix drops. Apparently, that's a news article that people need to read.
I'm sure they wish them a happy birthday every fucking year.
He's not, obviously, they've not wished Vince because he's not part of the company anymore, but Steph's still hanging around. She's not actually got any position.
Oh, she's been on TV as well recently.
Well, this is it. So she's not in position. So she's hanging around backstage with Trips, and I'm guessing he's probably trying to ease her back in. They're probably going to see how the Vince McMahon story goes and go from there. But yeah, no, the Vince McMahon story drops tomorrow. Are we excited? Are we looking forward to it?
I'm intrigued. It's probably the right word.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued to see how it goes. Because when I watched the trailer, at the beginning of the trailer, it makes you look like it's just going to be a look inside the man that made wrestling to what it was today. And I was like, it's a bit disappointing because that poster work doesn't make me feel like that's what we were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it gets a little bit deeper into the trailer and it starts talking about all the news articles and stuff and the steroids and case stuff like that, I'm like, oh, they are going there then.
Yeah.
He just held that back. But so I am intrigued. And I do like Netflix documentaries because they don't hold back.
Yeah, the is it the Untold series? Say they've never like scrimped on detail, which has been wicked. Which is why I love them. I love a Netflix documentary. It's very, very good.
You can even look at some of the over programming. Look at The Crown about the British monarchy. There's stuff that they put in that, like you get your head chopped off for that sort of shit. But they didn't care. They put it in, and obviously the royal family tried getting that removed and made them put in a thing that this is dramatized, and they were like, no, somebody's telling us what's happened. So yeah, Netflix seem to have a big cojones on them. Not afraid to take on anybody. So yeah, I'm intrigued.
Well, for me with Vince, what is Vince now? In part WWE or 2K or
TKO.
Fuck it out. TKO, thank you, mate. They're not part of that. So if they piss him off, if they piss him off,
he's still got a share. I think has he still got a share in TKO?
No, he's sold him all.
Has he really?
Yeah. Sold it from once that court case came out. Well, that woman's stuff came out. They had to sell it up.
I mean, no matter what happens with Vince McMahon, it's always going to come back on WWE. It's always going to happen, regardless if he's there or not. If there's something on there that's to do with a talent that's still in the company, it's going to get spotlighted, and WWE's going to look bad in a bad way. When at the moment WWE's they're doing everything right, almost. Obviously storylines and stuff.
The headlines will always have Vince McMahon,
ex-former WWE
CEO. WWE will always fall into the bracket. He'll always be known as the CEO of WWE. Unfortunately, they'll never be able to distance themselves. You can't as well because of how easy access it is to the history of WWE, the network, and what's going to be Netflix. So yeah, it's not like they can completely wipe him out and try and move on from there. There's no way.
No, he's when you've been involved with a company for so long and you ran it and owned it and everything that he did, it's you ain't getting away from it, no matter who you are and what you are. Even if Triple H wasn't in charge and it was, say, Scott D'Amore was in charge and Nick Khan was running the whole thing, you'd still have Vince McMahon's name all like former WWE CEO. So
the whole idea and the whole layout, it's a McMahon family dynasty. The whole idea of it all. WrestleMania is Vince's stuff.
Yeah. The issue is as well, Triple H is obviously married to Steph. So then it links back to Triple H. Ryback's tried to fucking come out this week and say that Triple H has signed an NDA on Caitlyn because he tried something on Caitlyn in 2012. And I'm like, no matter what happens, Triple H is always going to be at the brunt of it as well because he's married to Steph. So no matter what happens, he's going to get the fucking bad end of it. Because Vince is going to go into hiding. They're not going to go after Steph because should have claimed she didn't know anything. Shane doesn't even like his dad, so they didn't even speak to each other for years. So it's going to come back on one man, and it's Triple H, because he always called him Pop. So.
Yeah.
SmackDown in January. Obviously, we know Raw goes to Netflix in January. It's going to go to 2 hours. Apparently, it's not a permanent thing. It's just going to be for, I think, 6 months. I think they're trialing it for 6 months to see how it goes. But SmackDown, that's going to stay on USA, is going to 3 hours in January. Again, it's not permanent. It's going to see how it goes to see if it's going to get any more views. Now, there's rumours that the mid-card women's titles are going to come into play very soon. The Women's Intercontinental and Women's United States. Helps, obviously, United States, or whichever mid-card title at the time is on SmackDown. It'll help on Raw as well, but with 2 hours now. I feel that 3 hours was fine. You could fill that 3 hours with another title. Not an issue.
After last night, I think 2 hours would be fine. I know not every Raw's like that.
I was going to say, that's like one Raw in how many weeks have we said that it's a slog?
Yeah. Not every Raw's like that, but there is, you don't want to get them every now and then, and I think that's where maybe compressing shit down will help it out a little bit more. I'm going to be honest, I will prefer a 2 hour Raw. I prefer both to be a 2 hour thing. I think 3 hours it's very long. It can get.
So I watch it on a other service, so I don't have ads when I'm watching it. That's why I quite enjoy when I don't do the stream, so I can pick up in the morning. And it runs out, the official runtime of everything without ads is about 2 hours. So you're getting a 2 hour program at this point anyway. You're getting an hour of advertising out of that 3 hour show.
Yeah,
so.
But then in that 2 hours, the matches are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're watching a Dynamite match for, I don't know, Daniel Garcia and MJF, for example, you know it's going to go on for about 15-20 minutes. Because they can do it, depending on the storyline and where they're at in the storyline. Whereas with WWE, if you're coming to one end of the feud, and it's going to brawl for pay-per-view, you know Damian Priest is going to face Carlito, and it's going to last 2 seconds.
So, on a 2 hour show, like NXT, for example, at the minute, it's 1 hour 29 without the ads. So what, between a 3 hour, 4 hour, and a 3 hour show, 2 hour and a 3 hour, you're losing what, about 20, half an hour of programming.
It's going to hurt it. And as much as people may go, it's better. It is better for us because we watch it in the middle of the night. But, I mean, in terms of storytelling and talent, I think it's going to hurt it, personally.
Yeah, but look at, like, trimming away some of the matches and not needed that they just put into like last night. We're using last night as an example because it's fresh in my head. Dragon Lee against Carlito.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously there because of the 2K pack that was just dropped.
Yeah.
But that could have been filled with Laura Vicaria in a match. It means something with Shayna Baszler.
I don't think talent have anything to worry about with Saturday Night Main Event coming back as well.
No. Is that a one-off or is that permanent?
No, it's permanent. It's an hour.
Oh, okay.
Between all talent, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Oh, that's sick.
But then you're mixing 3 shows into 1 hour.
But I feel Saturday Main Events where your mid card talent will get more TV time, and then they'll show the highlights of like, for example, last night's Raw's main event or SmackDown's main event on there. A crucial moments like they used to do with the old Sunday Night Heats and Velocity and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you only had 2 matches on there, didn't you? On Velocity and Heat, and then you had the rest all was highlight packages of Raw.
Yeah.
But that's the issue.
Like that.
Then you've only got 2 matches on there. I just think Raw going 2 hours. Now we've had it for so long, and I know it sounds great. 2 hours are fantastic. It's meant for us. Like I said, it's in the middle of the night and it's perfect. But I just think it'll hurt. And then when SmackDown goes to 3 hours in January, I think we'll see SmackDown as the better show because it's longer and there's more talent being put onto TV. Like Gallows and Anderson haven't been seen in fucking months.
It's NXT, innit?
Not even.
They've not even been on NXT. That every now and again they come back.
No, that's what I mean. Last time we saw
They
him.
wind me up then. They wind me up the bucket of them. But
Meacham has been forced into the women's title picture. She's got nothing behind it. Blair Davenport's gone missing now.
Yeah,
In
she
2 hours,
was
but in that
starting
3
to-
hours, they could have her back in and build her back up. She needs it.
I think for me, they put it into 2 hours will force the hands of quality over quantity. And I think sometimes that's what's needed. But let's be honest, do we need to see a promo video of someone telling us about their backstory? Because they're not on TV that week. I'm not using like a backstory, but there's sometimes the promos or advertisements and stuff that the promos that are calling for wrestlers is absolutely pointless.
They do it on NXT though.
Yeah.
NXT's promos are shit. It's either a pay-per-view or it's a promo on someone that's not there that week. And it's like, you could fill it with something.
I mean, we had 2 promos last night holding down Sheamus and Pete Dunne feud. I mean, that whole thing could have been done one promo. Because Sheamus cut it on Pete and obviously got the crowd chanting Butch. And then about an hour later, he's attacking him backstage. Could have just done that in one roll. That's a bit of time saved. That's what I mean by quality over quantity.
But
We'll see.
I don't know. I personally think it'll hurt it. I'll hurt the talent more than it'll hurt the actual show itself. I think it'll hurt the talent. There'll be some talent that'll be going down to NXT just to get TV time.
I think it's spur them on. And that's me. I think if you want to, and I think this is where some talent rest on the morals and getting on TV time because they've got 3 hours to fill. If you want your TV time, it's got to be earned by putting on the quality match and making them pay attention to you. I think it'll be in focus better on the storylines and the quality of what's going on than it will be the quantity of what they've got to squeeze into 3 hours.
We'll see.
I mean, we don't need to see always shaving his chest for a Manscaped advert.
We didn't get that yesterday, did we? Did we?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, right. No, I know. No.
That's still one of the
stuff like that.
Weirdest advertisement.
Stuff like that's fair enough. Like I agree with you with that. I mean, just the matches, because let's face it, we get a 2-hour show, we ain't seeing the women's tag titles on Raw. We're not, because we've got the Intercontinental title, we're going to have the mid-card Intercontinental women's title, we're going to have the world title, and you've got the tag titles to fit in there as well, plus whatever feuds you've got with not in a title. So you ain't get the women's tag title. Same with SmackDown. So then you've got main event, fantastic, we can put them on there. But then, like, you've got to try. This is where, like, a show like Heat and Velocity would work. It would work if you had an individual show for both. An hour, just an hour of a catch up. Bring back fucking. They've still got main event going on. WWE main event that they record just before Raw goes on air. Just use that as a thing for Raw and televise it, because they don't televise it.
Yeah,
but that's it. Same thing here, though, mate. This could then force the hands into doing what we want as well, though, on pay-per-views, where the championships have to be on pay-per-view, because they're not getting the TV time on the matches on Raw or each week.
But then you're forcing a storyline, forcing a match that doesn't make sense.
But they could use the storyline building in that. That's what I'm saying. The quality needs to be there to build it up.
So that's why I agree with John here. Like, you need, what I think we miss now is we need, for me, if you remember back in the day, everything used to build up to the pay-per-view. Whereas now, everything builds up to random episodes of Raw, random episodes of SmackDown.
Jey and Braun Breaker should not have been on last night's Raw. That should be in a Bad Blood.
Yeah.
That's a pay-per-view match. Braun and Bronson Reed in the last Monster Standard match, that should be on Bad Blood.
Yeah.
That match has it in it. It's got bad blood. It's, they hate each other. That's it. These sort of matches shouldn't be on.
No, that's not one. I agree with you on there. I agree with you on there. I don't think the pay-per-views will change. I still think they'll have 5 matches. Apparently, Triple H is set on having 5 matches going forward, and will be, apart from WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Even Survivor Series was 5 matches last year, 4 actually.
that's where I
Yeah.
think he lacks, though, by giving
Yeah, no, I agree.
some of these matches a very long run. Because there's some matches that. So that we use like Mania, the time they gave Roman and Cody with the Avenger moment, it ran for a good amount of time that it needed
Yeah, it's 40
to get
minutes.
everything done. But then when you look at, I'm going to use the other one that I know it was way off, and it was COVID era, but the greatest match ever, Edge and Randy Orton, that went on for fucking
48
1 hour.
minutes. Oh no, that was Mania one. The greatest match ever. That
Greatest match ever was a Backlash. It was an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
The one at Mania was 40 minutes.
That's it. So they ran them 2 matches in total, nearly 2 hours. They could have used that time. I know it's a big difference, but
I was going to say,
if
it was
you
the
imagine
first
that
ever Mania
match,
that was 2 nights.
yeah,
That's why they
but
did
if
it.
if you watch that match now, they booked that sort of match now. Let's say they booked Sammy and Gunther.
Oh, it wouldn't work.
It would be. We would be like
It'd be a slog.
30 minutes in, we would be on the street going and just talking shit to each other. And I think that's where they need to. I don't think they would agree to it if they didn't have a contingency planned. That they already have that planned out, Matt. They already know what they're doing.
No, of course they do.
And I think if it works and it runs well, I think they will go to the 2 hours on Netflix for both of them. I think that'll be the ultimate plan. Put 2 hours in to give them potential live.
Well,
air
SmackDown's
time.
on USA, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but is it on USA? With for us over here, it'd be Netflix, isn't it?
Oh, for us, I think it's there. Us for Netflix, I think it is. Yeah, for the US, it's still on USA.
Yeah.
So we don't matter. So they'll go off whatever USA is.
Yeah. But it free up if they get them both for 2 hours. That's another 2 hours they can free up for another show, like Saturday Main Event or Velocity or something. That's maybe what the plan is, to have more live wrestling on Netflix and US with this whole changeover. There'll be method in the madness.
No, I know they will be. I know they will be, but the pay-per-views aren't changing from 5 matches. That stay as it is, and I don't agree with it. It should be longer. All titles should be on the line, or bad blood, like you said, Strowman and Bronson and stuff. But I think 2 hours will hurt Raw more than SmackDown, because SmackDown's not got the talent for it. That's why they put 50 people on Raw and 30 on SmackDown, because of the hour. Whereas on SmackDown, when SmackDown goes 3 hours in January, they'll have to swap talent, and some will go to SmackDown. Obviously, you'll have like Charlotte Flair back, and God knows who WWE pick up in between and who they lose. But it'd be interesting anyway. Be interesting to see going forward. So, Miro, our favourite Bulgarian brute.
You don't even have to think of Bulgarian.
He is Bulgarian.
He's
Is he
Bulgarian.
actually Bulgarian?
Yeah.
Bulgarian.
Sports Real Madrid.
Who else are you going to support?
It's like someone living in
Sophie-
Manchester supporting Liverpool, isn't it? So Miro has. I'm joking. I just wanted to nibble out you. Miro wanted. It's all United fans in London. Fuck off, you fucking twats. Funny enough, I'm in Manchester here. Weird. Miro has asked for his release from AEW. He has not been seen on TV for almost 2 years. Apparently, it could be less, but I don't. From what I've been reading, it's 2 years.
Yeah.
He's been given opportunities to come back with storylines, and he's not agreed with any of the storylines that have been given to him. Jim Cornette has been on his podcast and said he doesn't understand why WWE would sign him back. There's no reason to sign him back with his attitude and the way he was last time. Why would Triple H trust him again to have that? I use the thing of Andrade. Andrade's come back and he's actually an asset to SmackDown. Every single week. No, I'm not finished. Let me finish. Rusev isn't in that bracket. Rusev wouldn't be an asset like Andrade is. Andrade is because the wrestler he is. He can put on a banger. We've seen him and Carmelo Hayes are having a 5th match between them because it's a banger every single time. I don't think Rusev fits in the WWE anywhere. I agree with you, John. You said it yesterday. TNA would probably be his best bet.
TNA, his best bet. If you look at the WWE roster right now, they've got hands full of Rusev's already. Bigger guys that could go. Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even look at Braun Breaker.
Rowan
as well. Rowan.
I love how you say Bron Breakker now. Like you say it with such a Yorkshire twang that you shouldn't have, but it's now in there, ingrained. Yeah. I love it.
It's not going anywhere. But I feel him coming back is absolutely pointless. Look at the end of his run. It was shocking. And he's gone to AEW. He wanted the Redeemer gimmick. He was TNT champion for a little while. It was pants. I'm God's chosen one. Fuck off. You bollocks. People are already interested in Miro because his wife was Lana.
Well, yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Was Lana.
No.
You take a piss. It's a deep play.
TNA is his best bet. Get on the independents. Try and build himself back up as something.
His best bet would be the NJ, mate.
NJ will be all over him. He'll get a TNA, NJ contracts, independents. Yeah. He doesn't bring nothing that we don't already have on. The same AEW though, we already have. Well, they don't really use them a lot, but I
was gonna say
like
Willie
Hobbs and Wardlow.
Yeah.
Brian Cage. Ask about Willie Hobbs. Is Willie Hobbs injured or what? Like, why ain't he on TV?
I think he might be. I don't know. But then
he was on Rampage the other week.
Was it?
He was on Rampage last week.
Guys that size it's hard to book him with like wrestling. The average wrestler isn't the big 7 foot, 12-inch python guys no more. They're the likes of Daniel Bryan and Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. They're naturally smaller guys, so you need to find two big guys. Jey Uso. You need to find two big guys to go at it. And WWE have been really lucky at it now that they've been able to get this Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman thing working. Because I think Bronson Reed was suffering because realistically, who's picking Bronson Reed up and beating Bronson Reed with an attitude adjuster? John Cena's not wrestling no more.
Yeah. Bron Breakker.
I don't even think he could do it well.
Claudio's the only person I go to actually believe could lift Bronson Reed up realistically.
Other than
Braun Strowman. And I think that's it. The times have moved on, and he just wants to be this big brute that just goes in and demolish people. He can't no more. Yeah. And then I think he's got an ego problem as well. If that turning down storylines at AEW because they don't suit what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not Rusev that came in and stole the show with John Cena for a year anymore. You're the guy that was cooked by fucking Bobby Lashley on Raw.
Do you remember that storyline? That was fucking dreadful. I can't wait till we do bad storylines top 5, because there's so many bad ones we're putting in.
3 sisters and the 3 sisters with Bobby Lashley. That promo were horrendous, and that storyline were horrendous.
Honestly, but yeah, no, he doesn't fit anywhere. He fits TNA probably, and I don't want him to take the title off Nick Nemeth. So I don't. No, you know what? Go to New Japan. Don't care. Go and face that Sabre Jr.
I think he goes to TNA, mate. I think he's like they've got like an internet championship, haven't they?
Yes, they have digital media.
That's the ceiling.
PCO, I think, goes that at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. That's his limit.
Staying on AEW, Darby Allin is climbing Mount Everest, as we know. His aim after that is to go into space.
Good on him. Live his dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, probably jump from it and fucking still kill himself. Fucking idiot. And Kevin Owens is the other big story talking point. Now, contract's up in, I think, 5 months for Kevin Owens. He has yet to re-sign a contract, and we know that's nothing new with WWE. We know they leave it to the last few months before they re-sign or up to the actual time. Now, Kevin Owens has been with WWE since 2014, 15?
15, I think it was.
15?
His debut in NXT.
In NXT, came onto the main rosters, won the Universal title, NXT, United States, and the Continental Tag Team, as we know. Hasn't held a title in 7 years, a singles championship, which is an absolute travesty in itself. AEW are prepared to make him the highest paid wrestler in the company and in the world to get him to sign. I'm guessing from the money from Warner Brother when they signed their contracts for the new TV deal. Thoughts? Is he staying? Is he going? What do you reckon?
He'll stay.
I think he'll stay. I think he will.
When I spoke to you last night, it might change. It's a 50-50. I think the schedule AEW will offer him will be a lot lighter than WWE's, and I think at the moment I'm led to believe that's something he is looking for because he wants to spend more time with his family. I think obviously the money will play a big part because if he's getting a lighter schedule but getting paid more, then it's going to help. I also think it'll all come down to who promises him more gold. Because let's be honest, 7 years without a single run on his own, that's a travesty, that is.
I don't know what... Sorry, go on.
I said it last night, I said it's not Triple H's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H can't be blamed if Kev walks away for this one. Vince booked Roman Reigns to carry 2 titles for over 1,000 days and then never had him on TV. Kevin Owens should have won that title that night that it was the Last Man Standing match where they fucked up. They should have gave Kev that title that night. They fucked up on it. Instead, they just made us watch a really awkward Paul Heyman trying to find the fucking key for a handcuff. I honestly can see it happening both ways. I can see him staying because it's Triple H and he gets on really good historically with Triple H. Triple H made him the second Universal Champion because Finn got injured and then backed him for so long with that. I can see that happening, but at the same point, travel time at home, obviously money talks as well. No one can ever say they don't do anything and want more money. Money talks, and he is. And I don't think this will be a big sway. I think Kevin's more of a businessman and out for himself, but he is incredibly close to the elite. It has been and still is to this day very close to them. So I think it all will come down to literally who makes the best offer.
Yeah, I agree. Be the best offer. I think it'll be WWE. I think they'll offer him do what Drew did. Because there was no doubt in my mind Drew was thinking of leaving. Not at a title. Kept getting screwed.
Yeah.
And then once he got given his contract, he went on with the feuds he's had with obviously Punk and Rollins and stuff. Deserves the world title.
Though, the difference between Kevin and Drew is Drew's had to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's been in WWE and had to go do it on his own after being let leave in WWE and knowing what the work is entailed.
Kev did beforehand, though. He did all the years in Ring of Honor.
Beforehand. He did it beforehand. I don't know. I genuinely, I think if it's true what I've read, it will come down to who offers them the lighter schedule.
I mean, WWE's schedule is cutting down as well. So last year they did 340 dates. This year they cut them down to 200. Next year is going to be 125, 150 dates. So they're cutting down scheduling for superstars to keep them fresh.
Yeah, but that's live events, isn't it?
Live events and TV. Oh no, well, live events. They're cutting down live events to 125 rather than being on the road every single day.
TV's 52 weeks a year they're on TV.
So the live events are cutting down to 125, 150.
So you put that on the 52, so
200.
Still over 200 on a year plus.
Considering you're going from 300 and odd, 352 days, or whatever it is in a year, to 200.
Yeah, that's if they cut it back. I think obviously you got to compare that to what AEW offer. Look at Pac, and they still book him at high points when he comes back. I don't. Let's say.
And he close with Sammy as well. I think Sammy,
Kev
and Sammy. I think Sammy will probably give him the best advice as well.
The thing is, though, I would always question Sammy's staying there as well. I would as well. I genuinely think right now these guys, they know what they can do on the independent scene. These two, Kevin, Sammy, created what you could, especially Sammy. When I've read the book with the Young Bucks, they explain it a lot better. Sammy was the one that made them realize that you could do an independent show and make $600-700 off to sell you t-shirts. Obviously, Kevin worked with them as well, so these know what they can do on the independent scene, and obviously they've been at the high of the high. If you imagine them being booked in a show in Bowlers, we're going to go. If we're going to see Kevin and Sammy live, we're going to go, and you got the opportunity to meet them. And I say, it's for me, I'm not bothered whatever way. I'll be happy either way. I want Kevin to have a title. That's what I want. I said this to you last night. Book Kev to go heel, take the title off Cody.
Yeah.
No, if you're gonna do it, obviously, because Cody's got to have the belt till next year, because Big
Not
Dwayne said so.
necessarily.
No. Well, the
Things have changed.
They're fighting for the People's Championship. So you book Cody to lose to Kev.
Did I say that last week?
Was that
on last week? Yeah. So news broke out last week that Triple H has changed the way they're going for Rock and Roman. So it's not going to be for the WWE title. It's going to be for the People's Championship, and use that toy belt in there. So you could have Cody losing to Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens winning the title, and then go from there, because the match at the main event of WrestleMania is going to be Solo Roman for the title. It's going to be.
So I quite like
whether
the
we like
idea
it or
of
not.
Having Kev turn on LA Knight. It'd be the play
for the US title.
I feel that you'd be shitting on two people there.
Yeah,
taking the title off LA Knight while he's still warm, and then you're demoting Kevin. I feel as well, by putting him back in that picture.
There's two people that get the biggest pop, or three people that get the biggest pop on SmackDown: LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. Are the three that get the biggest pop. Kevin Owens is in there as well. You take the title,
obviously,
and Roman, yeah, and you take away the whole US title away from LA Knight, and you give it to Kevin Owens. Kevin deserves the world title.
I think if that's the way they book it, you're signing Kev. You're right.
Signing Kev's AEW contract. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a demotion. If you look at what they're doing with Sammy now, Kev's going to be looking at Sammy, and Sammy and Kev, no matter what anybody says, they're on par.
Mm-hmm.
They are at the same point, always have been, and always will be. If you're booking Sammy in world title matches and they go, Kev, by the way, you're going to go wrestle LA Knight for the US title, he's going to go, hang on a fucking minute. Great, I'm going to win a title, but I should be challenging Cody. I should be up there taking on Solo for this. The fact of the matter of it is, if you're going to book Solo as a world champion and not Kevin Owens, I know for storylines it needs to happen, but if you're booking Solo, who is the second in line in his own group, and then Kevin them in a mid card, you might as well just walk in and go, yeah, Kev, there's your AEW contract, mate.
I agree.
It's hard to balance, man.
It is. This is the issue. Like, Vince didn't help himself. Kevin Owens could have won the title. Against Roman, like John said. Won the title, and then you've got to have Kevin Owens for at least a couple of months or a month while he holds the title to drop it against a Roman or to whoever it was at the time. That could have been fine. But now you've gone 7 years without him holding a singles title, and then you're going to potentially say, there's the US title, see in a bit. It's like, well, no, because I've been here week in, week out, fighting my ass off. Sammy's now fighting for the world title. I'm with you, John, and you. He's on par with Sami Zayn. Like, you give him the world title shot.
He doesn't put on shit matches as well. You've got to remember that as well. He doesn't put on shit matches.
Yeah,
you tell him you go find me a shit Kevin Owens match.
I probably could, but that's not down.
You'd have to dig hard, though. You'd have to dig hard.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that's not down to him. That's down to his opponent.
But
yeah.
like the whole Roman Reigns thing. I think the Roman Reigns bloodline, the whole thing would have benefited if he did drop the title every now and then to win it back. So it would have showed him how manic he is to be the head of the company. So him dropping to Kevin, then feuding with Kevin and getting the Usos to help him to win the title back, it would have just done them more benefit than him holding it and then not being on fucking TV. Sammy should have had it in that run as well.
But again, and when this is a totally different thing, we're talking about bloodline thing. But then if Roman drops it, Roman coming back with the titles was made a massive deal, and all eyes were on SmackDown for that SmackDown when he returned. You wouldn't have had that.
But picture it this way then.
But
it
is swings and roundabouts with each one you say.
So moving on to the next.
Which
is more positive. Well, I think the other things left is the big thing that me and John have got backgrounds for.
Well, as if you haven't seen it by the time this goes out, what are you doing? It's been everywhere. I even seen a little video of Rhea doing his entrance with him last night in the crowd. But yeah, last night it was that Bron Breakker taking on the main event, Jey Uso, for the Intercontinental title. Should have been that Bad Blood. The pop-up Bad Blood would have been better, but anyhow.
It really home state, weren't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand why it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from
That's why they
California.
did it. That's why they did it.
Was it Cali? I didn't realise. I didn't hear where they were last night, to be honest, so I don't know. Raw was a bit of a drag until this. And then, yeah, it was what a match. What a match. With the Orange Man, Bron Breakker.
Big dog.
Said to you last night, he's been clearly watching Dixon's Real Deal. Fuck, that's a good idea. It's so bad he's tan. The only person who's got worse tanning than him is MJF.
Young Bucks.
Yeah, they've calmed down on theirs. MJF's is bad.
Miz was bad at one point as well.
But yeah, so we had the main event win. First singles title ever. I believe there was a close-up of him and he was actually crying as well.
Yeah, he had an interview afterwards.
Yeah, after it went off air, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the thoughts, guys?
About time. No, but actually, back to the point that you made about people winning the belt from Roman wouldn't have been a bad thing. Jey winning the world title at one of the during that run would have been great. So I've been waiting for this because Jey's been on this meteoric rise since that Roman Reigns feud, and I've been a bit worried. I know I've probably said that if he didn't win this, I felt he's not dead in the water, but we're getting to that sort of he needs to win one because you can't keep building someone up and building someone up, and then I'm lose and building them up to then lose because people start losing hope altogether, and I was starting to waver. And again, but yeah, I was buzzing when I'll be honest, I did fall asleep before the main event, so I'm buzzing to wake up this morning.
Shock.
See, it's that big that my mate Phil, who I'm trying to get into wrestling, sent me a message.
Said shock at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, so my mate Phil that doesn't really watch wrestling other than what we spoke about and going to Future Shop. He sent me a message saying I'm going to say one word to you, Oos. So that's from someone that isn't even fully invested in the product that heard about Jey winning and were buzzing for it.
Yeah. It pissed me off the fact that I saw your face before it actually happened.
Yeah.
Because I was 5 minutes
I
behind.
I couldn't not react because
I
think at that point, because we were like, is it going to happen? And I think at that point we were in unison that it weren't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it did help that your stream for some reason last night was a good
Was so
5
far
minutes behind. So when I did react, I was like, Matt, don't look at me.
I already had it. I already had it on my phone on my thing because I was watching the chat as well. So because of a certain someone, so I saw his face, and I was like, okay, so he's won it. I said, so I turned around and said either the Bloodlines got involved, or he's won. and it was obviously the latter. Doesn't hurt Braun in any way. I don't agree with these people that saying Braun's dead in the water. That Braun's not. Braun's turning babyface. His next step is it's come out that he's going to turn a babyface and go after Gunther. So after Sammy and Gunther thing's done, it's going to be Braun and Gunther. Jey, about time. I don't agree that he should have won the world title from Roman in the whole bloodline thing until at the end at SummerSlam he should have done it then. I agree. But in the middle of it all, he shouldn't have. But right at the end at SummerSlam in Tribal Combat, he should have done. Yeah. Excited to see where it goes. I am in unison with John. I don't think he's getting involved with the bloodline stuff.
I don't think that's the worst thing in the world either.
I think that's killed that off. I don't know how they're going to do it. With Zilla cancelling all his GCW dates. And
apparently that's not related. That's thinking.
Yeah, they always say that though.
Attitude.
Fucking said that with was it Jacob Fatu? They said that about. Hikuleo has been put on the NXT roster on the website, so he's officially in NXT, or he will be. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. Cody, Roman, Jimmy, and find someone else. Don't know.
That's it. I said that last night. I feel like putting him in that now doesn't do him any favors because you're taking him off Raw then, unless he pulls double duty.
Like Seth did the same, didn't
he? Yeah. So unless they pull double duty, which and have them on both shows, but then you open the door for the Bloodline feud to run across 2 shows again.
Yeah. Happy with that.
I'd be all right with that because that means you're going to see Roman and Jimmy on both shows, but then it's getting Roman to work double dates.
Yeah.
That's the only other issue there. Unless the other man is Cody, who would be happy working double days because he did it for long enough. But yeah, I'm with you now. It's like, where do we go? We know Hikuleo's going to NXT. That's where he's going, so we can rule him out of that bloodline storyline unless he were.
He's been put on the NXT roster. So he's going to NXT. That's why I said it. He's going to NXT.
They've come out and said he's going to NXT because he needs to learn the workings of live WWE TV.
Which don't make no sense because Tamara, Tonga, and Jacob are all the same.
Yeah.
Because Tamara's at least done Ring of Honor and stuff like that, and done little bits of TV.
Hikuleo did Ring of Honor. He did just New Japan Strong. He's done New Japan. He's done AEW. I'm sure he was in a match in AEW as well at one point in one of the Forbidden Door games. So he's done it. Obviously, they've had a look, and maybe they've learned from Jay Cargill that to really look a little bit deeper and go, hang on a minute, yeah, you've been on TV, but you're not WWE TV ready.
I agree.
Yeah, but if you're thinking on that sense, so Hikuleo's been on the TV, he's done TV quite a lot. Would they bring Zilla through, who's been on Independence completely, and put him straight into the main roster?
I wouldn't.
Nah.
There's that Armando's been re-signed as a Legend contract as well. So
Armando Alejandro.
So
I can't remember.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
So that's where the other team was coming in. So you're going to come in with Zilla and bring Zilla through. But then again, I feel Zilla would need NXT time.
Yeah,
I do.
Agreed.
But is that what they're teasing with the Bloodline going down the other week?
Yeah. Maybe.
No.
Or is that just to help Tonga out?
I think that was just to get profits over.
Yeah. Or help. Well, I read it was they didn't want profits to lose on TV. Or on NXT TV, so to say. So they brought the Judgment Day, they attacked him, so they carry on the storyline back on SmackDown.
The Bloodline to attack him.
Yeah. That's stopping them from losing on NXT. Because the face was at 8-7 Frazier.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't want them losing the titles to them either, so that's what done that. But then they can work out into with Bloodline working with Hikuleo and running Riot through there. It's not going to hurt them either.
No.
Tonga needs to learn how not to botch. Jacob would have some fire matches down there as well.
Yeah, Obafemi would be sick.
Jacob versus Obafemi is is a banger.
Do you know what? Jacobs, how long are we meant to believe that Jacobs falls in line behind Solo Sikoa?
He does. I don't know what you're talking about. I firmly believe it.
I don't know. I've just got this sneaky feeling that he's going to be one that joins Roman. I don't know. I just have this little. I might be way wrong. I just have this little reason that he's going to be one.
In my head, I can't figure it out. I can't see what they're going to do and where they're going to go with it, because there is Samoans, but they're just not ready for WWE main TV. So unless you bring Jay and Sammy back into it, which potentially you could do with Sammy after the Gunther thing.
That's if he don't. That's if he. I don't think he is going to, but that's if he doesn't beat Gunther.
Yeah, he could beat Gunther. I won't put it past Trips to do that.
If he beats Gunther, I will lose. My head will go.
I don't think it does no harm to Gunther him losing to Sammy though.
Oh no!
Not now. It's down the line. Not now. It's down the line. If a month after that, I said it would do.
Yeah.
If we're talking about, because it's probably going to be at Survivor Series, or because I don't think it'll happen at Bad Blood. A crown jewel will get Gunther and Sammy. If Sammy wins, I won't be mad, because that's from August till November. He's had that good chunk of time as the main player, and we know what Gunther can do anyway. But then it brings him to the Royal Rumble, where he can win the Royal Rumble and go on to face for the world title.
But it opens the door as well for Bron Breakker to go up to the main title picture, because, as I said to you last night, we've got the storyline. They could just rehash it. Sammy's the only person that's beat Gunther in a main roster ring. Then the man that took Sammy down after he beat Gunther was Bron Breakker. So then Bron comes in and goes, well, you may have beat Gunther, but I beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
I don't know. I don't know where to go with this now, because we can't. We're going to have to. They're going to work like a well-oiled machine of Bad Blood. But are we meant to buy in that Roman and Cody can coexist for a very long time, not just a one-off match? Especially after that promo on Friday.
That promo was really good, by the way.
Excellent promo. Superb promo. Did it really well. It showed that, I said to Matt last night on the live, it showed Roman's got a weakness to him. Yeah. But it also showed Cody's not this
babyface,
poster boy, babyface, John Cena. He's got a bit of grit to him, and he's not afraid to step into somebody's face. Yeah. He's not afraid of no one, which I think he's been trying to do for a long time. The whole stuff with Seth and shit like that. Did say to you last night though, it would have just been more, a bit more pleasing to the eye if the title went on his shoulder and it was just two men in the middle of the field just talking.
But I think that obviously that adds to it, because then everyone's going, are we getting Roman Cody for the and everyone's going, are we getting Cody and Roman again for the title at some point, or?
Yeah, it's a teaser.
I think we will do it. I think we'll do that at the Rumble. I think they'll do that to the Rumble, and then Rock gets it. Oh, it could be. I don't know, because either way, the Rock's getting involved with Cody soon.
Do you know what? But I really hate the idea that we're already well aware that we're going to have the Rock at WrestleMania against Cody.
That we're building everything around that prick. Like, actually, he's not a prick. He's just.
Look, it doesn't matter what he's doing, right?
See, I don't understand, because he knew when he left to go to Hollywood that he had to leave. He didn't have to. He didn't come back all the time. He didn't want to be that guy, but now he is that guy, and he fucking knows it is.
There's got to be stuff there. If you look, he went on that run where he was in every fucking film for the last 5 years. Now he's in every other film. Is the work drying up? Because obviously there's a lot of stuff coming out about him being hard to work with, his behaviours on set and stuff like that. So are people not booking for films as much? And is he like, well, fuck, what have I got? If the films drive up, what have I got left? Back to wrestling.
He's fucking got loads. He's got his own businesses.
Yeah, he's got all that and stuff, but keeping himself in the public eye.
He likes to be in the limelight.
Either way, he is. It's the fucking Dwayne Johnson, mate.
I don't think the movies will dry out.
Not a chance. I think his superhero days are done after Black Adam.
I don't know, because he's been teased as who the fuck was he teased as? I don't know. He was teased as another superhero, a villain. No, but he'd be heavily makeup up, so you'd know it's him because he'll tell you it's him, but you wouldn't know it's him as such. He should never go in here a superhero movie at all.
It's just
Make
some
a good
people.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
I
he
actually
throws
think
himself.
that's who it was.
For fuck's sake, why do I have to will things into existence?
Arnie
It was
needs
either
to be
Freeze
him
or
again.
Kang or Krang or whatever it was called.
All right, yeah. Could be. I don't mind shit like that.
But no, I think him getting a part on the board of TKO, he's gone, well, fucking, I've got to say him and book myself in this. That whole WrestleMania shit showed it.
Yeah.
And it showed it, and I think he runs the risk of doing what Hogan and Hall and Nash did at WCW, fucking ruining things by booking himself.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest.
Depending who it's with.
Yeah, it was fun this year. I don't need to see it again this year. Sorry,
No,
fun
no.
last year. I don't need to see. I'd rather not see Roman Cody at WrestleMania. Not Roman Cody, Rock Cody at WrestleMania.
No.
I don't want to see Roman Rock Cody WrestleMania either.
No.
2 years in the trot, we've had that. We don't need it again.
Yeah, no, we don't. Well, we kind of do because it's the rubber match. One's one on each. So
Gives it a rumble,
at
like
one
you
point,
said.
at one point we will get it again. Not a Mania, but we will get it again. But a Mania, I don't need to see Rock and Cody. I don't need to see Roman and Solo. That's not something I want. Not for a title anyway. Maybe as a one-on-one match, yes. As a for a title, I do not want to see Solo and Roman. I love Roman to bits. I just think Solo and Roman main event in the WrestleMania for the world title. Come on now.
It's for me, it's that thing we spoke about the other week. It's the worry of giving Roman back a title means the title's off TV part time.
So I had a theory on this. I don't think my theory was that if he wins it, he loses it within the next month at the next pay-per-view, and then Roman's off TV. Then he's done because we know he's not signing a new contract. Well, we don't know, but we're guessing he's not signing a new contract because of his health issues. Because let's face it, that's probably why he went part-time, is because of his health issues and he can't handle doing all them dates like Seth can or AJ can, for example. But I don't want to see Solo Roman for a title. I don't even want to see Solo with the title. Jacob, give me Jacob with the title. But
give me Jacob
like,
with the title,
in a year,
yes.
give me in a year, I'd like to see Jacob. Right now, I'm like, I like him, and I think he's better than Solo, but I don't want to see him with a world title yet.
Jacob at Mania. Mania time.
Too soon.
I think Solo, for us to make it believable, I think they need to take Jacob away from him. Because Jacob's overshadowing now.
Yeah.
Take Jacob away from him. Align Jacob with Roman to get him away from him. That's the way you get him. And then put Jacob on his own. Get Jacob a run there in the USA title shot.
Give him Armando.
Yeah.
Because he only needs someone to speak for him.
Yeah. Give him a run of the thing. And then if you are developing Zilla, you bring them three together. Tag Zilla with Jacob. That's how you work Jacob and Zilla. I think for Solo to get over, and for it to be believable at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Solo has to go on this run from, let's say, January, Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, of being absolutely destructible, untouchable. Like, nobody is safe with Solo. Like what Umaga was when he came in.
Yeah.
That's what they've got to do. For me to be sitting going, fuck, we're getting Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania. This is going to be epic. He has to literally destroy everybody. And I mean, put him in a match with Braun Strowman. He squashes him in 2 minutes with the spike.
Yeah.
Have him literally run through people 2-on-1, like DIY on his own.
What would be the worst thing, right? If you wanted to destroy a monster, just to have him right off Omos. He's not doing fuck all. It's a good visual piece if you absolutely just fucking...
So I read something on Omos. Apparently he can't move as well as he used to. And that's the reason he's not been on TV.
Has he got the great Khali?
I think so. I think that's why he's not been on TV, because he can't move as fast as he can.
Great Khali. You remember Great Khali for a while. Was on TV every week, and then suddenly disappeared, and then when he did appear, he looks like he was walking on stilts.
Struggling, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But no, that's why he's not been on TV. But yeah, no, I agree. Got run through people. And God knows what they're gonna do.
Even take the God away from him. Run him on his own.
Yeah.
Run him on his own, just destroying people. Like have him or even have him turn his back on the three of them.
Yeah.
Because they're not. You're not holding up. They're not. He's not winning titles like the Lone Tribal Chief did. So have him turn his back on him. Let's have him. You can spike them each week, taking them all out.
Yeah, I agree.
Got to do something. They got to make Solo look strong before we put him in the ring with Roman Reigns. Because let's be honest, as it stands right now, Roman Reigns one corner, Solo on the other. Roman spearing him and it's game over. 2 minutes flat.
Yeah, I agree.
You might as well call him the enhancement Samoan talent.
Like he said in
Back to Jey, absolute buzzing.
Yeah, same.
And I've just had a ping on my phone. Jey actually set a new made history last night.
Oh really? How?
As the second only father-son to win the Intercontinental title.
Oh, let me try and guess the other one. Oh shit! Might have to cut half this out. Father son.
I don't know if you're going to get it.
Is it old?
One of the
what era?
Is, yeah.
What era is his dad?
Golden.
Golden.
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
Like, yeah, late 80s, early 90s, like golden era.
Oh shit! I probably won't then.
They're like WCW too.
No.
But
no, I don't.
The son's not long been got released a couple of years back.
Oh.
Actually, I know the other one, Mr. Perfect and Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
Michael McGillicuddy?
Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
That's who it is. That's it. So that's the only two people.
Have you cheated there?
What?
Did you Google that?
No,
he definitely did, 'cause he just turned to his fucking screen.
No, I'll share my screen.
You can't share your screen, we're recording.
But yeah,
Oh,
Mess
yeah.
everything up.
Set there. I think we are literally on the cusp of that. That rocket's now taking off.
Yeah.
I think maybe, I'd say 12 months, I will see a world title around his waist.
I'd love
Potentially,
that.
yeah. I agree.
12 months. I would love to see him and Sammy go at it for the world title.
That'd be sick.
That'd be really good.
That'd be
You
sick.
don't
That's a WrestleMania feud.
You don't even need to make it a heel. No one needs to make it a heel. You need to make it as a mutual love for each other, and it's
respect kind of thing.
A respect thing, an Apollo and Rocky sort of thing. And there they go at it. That's a WrestleMania main event. They're right in there.
You could have it going for a couple of months as well, because you could have like the first fight, and one of them wins and accidentally cheats, like the foot's underneath the rope,
and then they hold hands up, start cheating, and let's run it again.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm really sorry about that. That ended the wrong way. I didn't win properly. Here we go again.
Somebody gets involved in the next one, so then they have to run it again. Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued now to see where he goes. I'm so happy that he won it though.
Yeah,
absolutely buzzing. My reaction said it all last night. I definitely thought Braun Breaker was walking out there last night with that win.
We both did. We both said it.
That boy Braun Breaker.
That boy Braun Breaker.
We both said it. We said he's winning this, and then I saw your face, and I was like, "Oh, okay, fair play." Now I've just seen the time, and I know a thing, but just a couple of other things. Rikishi has obviously turned around and now likes Mami, even though he was so against it originally. It's amazing, that, isn't it? If people have seen, don't be stupid, by the way. People have seen that the burning symbol that came on Raw, and you all think it's Penta and Phoenix. You need to get your eyes fucking tested and go and learn a few things. They're runes. If you played God of War or anything like that, you know. It spells out war. Viking Raiders, War Raiders, whether they're coming back as the War Raiders, I hope they are. They look like they're on the way back. And then the screenshot I sent into the chat of the cryptic QR code from the Wyatts. If you clicked on Remembered, it came up with a you can't do it on the chat because it's a screenshot. But if you click
I've got the thing.
it comes up with a picture that's blurred of Strowman and Rowan with the sheet mask on from a Money in the Bank from years ago. And if you click on the other one, I can't remember what it says. It's exclusive or something. I can't remember what it says. It a load of numbers and then 5 stickmen at the bottom. And then during the Dom and Liv Morgan argument with Adam Pearce before Dom Mysterio went, it weren't me, it was Tom. Alexa Bliss's Lily was in the background. So it looks like we're getting the Wyatts and the Judgment Day, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
However, there's 2 women, Alexa and Nikki.
I don't know what they're going to do with Alexa. They bring Alexa back as right now we think Bo, Uncle Howdy's the leader, but is the real leader Alexa?
I think they both are. I think they both will be.
Yeah.
I think they'll both come out, both sit in chairs, and the others do everything.
So it gives Alexa. There you go. Touch it on the screen there. It gives Alexa a little bit of time as well to get used to shows, obviously with her baby and stuff like that as well. She doesn't actually have to get involved as much, just like Bo's not as much. I'm in money for them against Judgment Day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna slap.
Matt, did you press the little face?
No.
Underneath it.
What does that do?
It's a 3-minute video.
Oh.
So I don't have the time unless you want to sit here for 3 minutes while I sit and watch it, and then we cut back and I explain everything. But if not, say it is a 3-minute clip.
Just skim through
QR codes online. Grab the QR code, guys, and go give it a watch. But yeah, I'm excited for that feud.
Yeah, I am.
I think they both need. I've been thinking who's next for the White Six. Who do I want to see? And I think Judgment Day. And you think once all this stuff with Mami and Priest is over, Judgment Day have not really got anything because that's the only people are feuding with. Then is Rey Mysterio, which they've been feuding since day fucking one. And who?
Jey. They've not finished the business with Jey.
No, I think that's where Finn will slot in there for the Intercontinental. There. Or Dom. Because it'd be Jey and Mami.
I think it'd be Finn.
I'm alright with
just because Finn's... Well, he's not gone for a world title, is he? So...
Yeah, well, I'd say... With it being with Mami, it'd probably just make a little touch more sense if it was Dom, but...
Yeah, no, I agree. The other thing is the breakup of the New Day. It's coming.
It's coming. We got heel Xavier last night.
I'm here for it if it's done right. If it's done right.
Mania.
Yeah, and he wins a singles title. But Xavier turns heel and feuds with Jey Uso for the title. Fucking give it me. But then I don't want Jey to lose the title just yet. So let's have that lose it at Royal Rumble or something.
I think heel Xavier will need some time to simmer and come to that point. I don't think he goes heel and straight into the title shot. I feel like he needs to go through tournaments. Even do a thing where he loses a few matches and he's getting angrier and angrier because everybody around him comes oh no, maybe next time we're all past champions. I think they touched on that last night.
They did, yeah, because they did it with Ray and they did it with Kofi, didn't they?
Yeah. So if he goes in and I don't know, Sammy's say look, you'll get it next time. Next time it's it's easy for you to say you've been a champion, and work that into it for a while. It becomes bitter.
Big E as well. Big E comes in and he goes on a Big E.
Yeah, that will then push him full heel if he turns on Big E.
Yeah, but
I don't think Big E could ever be a heel ever again. Ever.
I don't think he's going to be positioned to, pal.
No,
I know, but just say he is.
Don't. I still live in hope that Big E's going to come out one day.
Yeah, so do I.
But let's just say he is and everything's fine. He just wouldn't turn heel. I just don't think he could. I think he's like...
I think if Big E makes his return back to the ring, I think you've just booked your new John Cena.
I think it's true, truth. You could never...
Yeah.
As much as we can and we want to see series truth, I don't think you could. I just don't think it'd work. It's like Cena. You couldn't turn Cena heel. No.
No. I think Big E makes a return to the ring. I think you're booking yourself your new John Cena.
Yeah.
Your shirt sales, you full on over. No matter what you do with him, he's always going to be loved.
Return tag team with Kofi.
On it now. Big E's return. Royal Rumble.
Oh, mate, imagine. And Matt Cardona.
He's on the desk, fully suited up.
Yeah.
His music hits and he just rips his clothes
and he cuts
off.
Him and he rips it off and he runs to the ring. And then straight after is Matt Cardona. I'm telling you, it's happening at the Rumble this year.
Can't wait for Sean Spears to come out at 10.
Yeah, and then he goes to do it and goes.
Yeah. See, I can't wait for number 30. See his name.
Well, Joe Hendry's done in NXT now. He's not going to be seen in NXT for the next couple of months. The deal with him and NXT is over. We're now going to see other people cross over. Hammerstone's just started doing it. And some of the women as well. I got what I needed from Joe Hendry, and I like what I saw. When his contract ends, I'd like to see him in NXT, but for now, I want to see the actual talent in NXT get a shot at Ethan Page.
Yeah,
if you keep milking something that's viral, popular, you're going to murder it very quickly.
Yeah.
Where if you think about it right now, we said it last night. Raw needs Seth. Seth's return is going to be massive.
Oh, actually, I have some
NXT return for Joe Henry's going to pop.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that.
The Royal Rumble, when he comes out, everyone's going to be wanting it.
He ain't going 30 though.
No, it won't be fair.
That's Big E's spot.
That's my Cardona's spot. It's
I was sat there at the week. Sorry, I've just got a Seth. You mentioned Seth. You just reminded me of something. Sat there watching the American football at the weekend. Sat there just watching game. They have shit going off in the crowd like every so often. Guy gets pushed onto the fucking
I've seen
pitch
this.
in the Chicago game, and I'm like, he looks fucking familiar. Seth Rollins of all people, like doing like some bit with someone like one of the opponent players in the crowd. I'm like, oh, he's alive. Well, he took a bump, so it means he's on the yeah.
He's due back. His returns literally books. I reckon potential blood.
I reckon next week, like during the the Raw after it, when Bronson Reed comes out saying I took out Seth, I took out Strowman, no one can beat me, I'm in line for a title shot, and then Seth comes out and goes, hang on a minute, I'm still here.
With his weird outfit, I don't know what he's going to wear on his return.
Just go back to the old stuff, Seth, please.
No, I want him in the most outlandish outfit that I can.
As long as I get Bronson Reed on TV as a monster and not just having random matches, like this with Strowman has been sick and I've loved it.
Yeah.
He needs to build on it now and hopefully win a title. This is the issue. We always say there's not enough titles, but we always want somebody else to win a title. Like, I want Ilya to win a title. I want Pete Dunne to win a title. And it's like, you get a title, you get a title. Do you know what I mean?
Bronson Reed popped him on SmackDown.
Yeah, Cody. Do you know what? Perfect opponent for Cody Rhodes during that time frame when they didn't have anyone.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect for LA Knight now.
Yeah. Perfect, because I don't want to see him and Andrade again, as much as I love both of them, and him and Camelo, as much as I love both of them. Like, there's no one else in that mid card scene now, bar AJ probably. But then I've seen that at WrestleMania, so I don't need to see that again. But obviously we're coming towards the end. We've got a lot of videos coming your way soon. This week we have obviously this dropping. This has already dropped, so hi. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We've got one on Thursday coming on. It is John's vlog of All In at Wembley / Future Shot. So it's a longer video for you guys. And then at the weekend, it's top 5 returns debuts. Next week we've got return of Change My Mind. You'll see the results of that and how we feel going forward. We'll also have a top 5 in there as well. Oh no, we'll start a GM mode that's coming, but you'll find out about that coming soon.
Wow.
Well, with technical issues. If not, then it'll be me on GM mode on my own.
Oh, we may have to do.
And you'll
something
also
like...
have a little side quest of me and John. Well, you'll have me going to Luton. If you're into Pokemon cards, I am going to Luton to go to Pokeclo and Pokedean shop. And then on Saturday, me and John are going to Liverpool. So I'm going to have all my pockets taped up and everything. And we're going to a card show. So that's coming. That's a side quest that we're going to have as well. So a lot of stuff coming.
Yes.
Join us.
Absolutely. But yeah, if you do like and you want to see all that, don't forget to hit the bell, as well as after you subscribe, so you know when these all go live. Comment on the videos. Let us know your thoughts on Jey Uso winning the Continental title. What do you think that does for Bron Breakker going forward? What's the plans for the bloodline? Let us know. Like Matt says, top 5's coming soon. We always get good interaction on that. Be interesting to see people's views on the debuts and returns as well.
Yeah.
But as you're well aware as well, we are in affiliation with EUROSHOP. You know the spiel about that now. The link's below. You go do some shopping, go and do that. I think we're all wearing WWE shirts this week as well. First time in a long time. They're all from there. Also, if you want to see the live streams, Monday and Friday over on TikTok for SmackDown and Raw, respectively. And then all the pay-per-views will be on TikTok and YouTube. That's AEW, WWE, and NXT. And I think there will be a couple of special NXT live streams coming on TikTok in the next few weeks. Week after. So make sure you go and follow us there as well. It's the rest of the social medias as well. That are all behind there, behind Matt and above us or below us, wherever Matt's put them now.
They're below us.
Below us. But yeah, I think that's a nice end to the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, until next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.